Hey everyone, this is Christian Heimel, host of Press Row. Thanks so much for listening to the following broadcast, courtesy of Public House Media.
This is Dr. Mariah White, host of Your Life Matters, here on Public House Media. Thanks for listening to the following broadcast on Public House Media. Once you are done with this episode, I hope you'll come check out my show, Your Life Matters, where we talk about dreaming big and dreaming bold to reach your wildest dreams in both your health and your happiness. A new show comes out every single Tuesday. Don't forget to subscribe on iTunes so you'll never miss an episode of Your Life Matters. Thanks again for checking out the following broadcast on Public House Media.
Feel the fear and do it anyway. Susan Jeffers. Welcome to Choose to Rise. I'm so glad that you're here with me today, and I'm so glad that you've pushed play because today I want to talk to you about getting out of your comfort zone. I want to talk to you about getting confident in who you are and having belief in yourself, that you can step outside of your comfort zone and do things that scare you, that do things that light you up, that do things that will move you forward and help you be brave in life and live the life that you were intended to live. There are so many things that happen in our lives that cause us to have fear, to cause us to kind of shrink down and be the things that other people want us to be, to just live a mediocre life. And today I want to help you feel the fear and do it anyway. I want to help you, encourage you and support you and help guide you in rising up to be your best self. And, today I'm really talking about being out of our comfort zone. And so, that's not just a cheesy line, a cheesy tagline. It's, a lot of people are saying like, oh, reach for success, like, yay. But today I really want to help you and encourage you by getting out of your comfort zone. And it's, a scientist will say that it's a behavioral space where your activities and your behaviors fit a routine and pattern that minimizes stress and risk. That's what a comfort zone really is in scientific terms, a behavioral space where your activities and behaviors fit a routine and pattern that minimizes stress and risk. Now, the big words being there are stress and risk. In our comfort zones, there's a sense of familiarity, a sense of security and certainty. And when we step outside of that comfort zone, we're ultimately taking a risk. We're opening ourselves up to possibilities of stress and anxiety. And a lot of times stress has really become a dirty word in our society, and for good reason. There's a lot of unhealthy stress that happens in our lives that we need to kind of work on minimizing. But there's also a really good version of stress, a healthy stress that can be a catalyst for growth and provide powerful motivation to act and to keep moving forward. So within our comfort zones, though, generally speaking, there's very little stress. It's just the good kind anyway. There might be some negative stress that happens in your life because you're kind of just stuck at that comfort zone level where things are just mediocre and that's just kind of the way things are. But psychologists have found that when we are in our comfort zone for too long, we just stay stuck. We don't ever go anywhere. And while staying in your comfort zone can result in consistent, steady performance, stepping out of your comfort zone into a new and challenging task can create the conditions for optimal performance, for living the life that God designed you for, right? He didn't create us to live mediocre lives. He didn't create us just to live and to die. He created us to go out and be the amazing individuals, the amazing creatures, the amazing people that he created us for. So I would highly encourage you today to step outside that comfort zone, to really think about the things that light you up and that encourage you. The other day we talked about ways that, that the things that make you who you are and how you can be the best version of yourself. Well, now is the opportunity to be that best version of yourself by stepping out of your comfort zone and getting there. It's an increasingly competitive, cautious, and accelerated world. Those who are willing to take risks, step out of their comfort zone and into the discomfort of uncertainty will be those who reap the biggest rewards. That's a Margie Worrell quote that she put in Forbes magazine. And it is so, so true. The people that put themselves out there are the people that get the biggest rewards. And if you are living a life where you're just like, I'm not getting where I want to be, Then you have to get out of where you are and go where you want to be. So this is why we struggle stepping out of our comfort zone and how we kind of stand to benefit from it here. All right. We're wired to seek out comfort, which is why it's so hard to let go of that kinds of things. Humans are creatures of comfort. Our comfort zone is natural. It's neutral. It's a place where stress and anxiety are typically pretty minimal, and where we even, when we know we're coming next and we can plan accordingly to how things are. There's nothing wrong with being in your comfort zone unless you're too comfortable and you're starting to hold yourself back instead of challenging yourself to learn and grow and try new things. And I get it. Being uncomfortable is not easy. Change is not always easy. But when you get uncomfortable and you push yourselves to new limits, that's where big changes happen. And being slightly uncomfortable, whether it's by choice or by not having choice, is going to help you achieve the goals that is going to help you get where you want to be. I was listening in a book. I'm reading the book Soar by T.D. Jakes, get his name right. And it's been so good. And he talks about how this is kind of the exact thing, whether we are pushed out of our comfort zone by choice or by unchoice. Like the guys that built the plane, the Wright brothers, they had a choice to get outside of their comfort zone and go someplace where the wind was going to push them. Other people get thrown into life because of life happenings, and they are kind of thrown into that change. But because of that change happening in their life, they made lemonade out of lemons, and they're able to go do great things with their life, right? And so stepping out of your comfort zone it's a great way to help you kind of create a new comfort zone and create a new beginnings in your life. Challenging yourself can help you perform at your peak. Stepping out of that comfort zone is an important and almost universal factor to personal growth. You have to move forward if you're going to get better. You have to take those steps in order to get where you want to go. And reaching new heights involves risks sometimes. It involves attempting to do something that we haven't yet achieved. It's falling down and getting back up that helps us get to places where we want to go. Whether it's in fitness, whether it's in life, whether it's in a job, whether it's in relationships, you have to put yourself out there. And sometimes that's when you get the biggest reward. And taking risks helps us grow. As children, we're natural risk takers. Like we climb those trees. We go and meet new friends on the playground. We ask a lot of questions. We do a lot of things we're naturally risk takers. If you've ever watched a small child, especially, they're not afraid to do anything, right? They're putting all kinds of things in their mouth. They're walking up to all kinds of things out there. They're just learning and they're growing. And somewhere along the way, we got conditioned to stop taking risks. We're told that taking risks is bad, that you have to just follow these paths in order to do the things that you are intended to do, that life is telling you that you're intended to do. But I would say there's no learning without some difficulty, and there's no learning without some fumbling. And failure is only failure if you give up. And if we instead of seeing failure as a stopping point, if we see the stumblings and the rumblings of our life and the things that happen to us because we take a risk as a negative thing, if we look at those as opportunities to learn and opportunities to grow instead of something that's a bad thing, we're going to go a lot farther in life and experience so much more good. Trying new things makes you more creative. Creativity is innately risky, right? When you share your creative work, we open ourselves up to vulnerability and possible rejection. But at the same time, taking risks and increases the possibility of getting creative achievement, right? Creative fail and really good ones fail often. And so if you are really working towards being the best version of you, you got to put yourself out there. You got to take the opportunity to take those risks, take those challenges, try new things, and cultivate openness to experience all kinds of amazing things. If you've never tried something new, you don't know what it feels like to all of a sudden love what's going on. If you've never tried those new foods, if you've never tried those new habits, if you've never tried those new activities, you wouldn't know that you love them. And so getting outside of your own way, opening yourself up to new experiences, opening yourself up to with curiosity and imagination and interest in your life, and you'll be able to see whether it's for you or not for you. And embracing new challenges can help you age better too. Did you know that? Getting outside of our comfort zones shrinks the way we get older. And if we can keep expanding those ways, we can open ourselves up to great fulfillment in life and improving well beyond the age that we actually are. And then one of the other things that you can do to help do this is, like, sometimes it's scary to do these kinds of things alone. So I would highly encourage you to plug into people that are going the places that you want to go. Plug into the people that are learning, that want to learn with you, that want to learn alongside of you, that are mastering the tasks and the skills that you need to do the things that you want to do. Surround yourself with the people that are going the places that you want to go. Because what better way to learn than by their mistakes, or what better way to learn than with someone that's going to encourage you and support you? You know, when a child is learning to walk, they fall down a lot. And who is right there beside them to encourage them and support them and to help them get back up? Their parents, the people that are closest to them in life. So surround yourself with people like the people that help babies walk, right? Be around people. And I'm so blessed that I get to call my team those women in my life that are encouraging me and supporting me and helping me not necessarily push too far and get, really stressed out, but really helping with the demands of life and helping me handle the pressures that are around us and helping me be encouraged and supported and getting outside of my comfort zone. Because when you push yourself too hard, that's when you get to be paralyzed and when things aren't in a good place. But if you can keep going and you can, get yourself to a spot where things are good and things are wonderful, and you can just be surrounded with people that are going to support you and encourage you, that's a great thing. So I hope today that something here spoke to you, that you are encouraged and supported. And if you want to be surrounded with an amazing group of women like that as well, I would say join the team. I would say let's get connected. Head over to chooseriseup.com, or you can shoot me an email at chooseriseup@gmail.com, and let's talk about how you can be a part of this crew as well, and be supported and be encouraged by them, and just make this life the best life possible. So thanks so much for joining me today, and thanks for listening. If it'd be on your heart to share this message, that would be amazing. Be a part of this great piece of life with me, and help other people hear it as well. That means so much. And then also heading over to Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts and leaving a rating review. That helps more people find it as well, and it's a great thing. So thanks so much for joining me today, and I hope you have a good one, and I hope to see you back here again next time. Bye.